Get it. Look who came to save the day.
What's going on?
Yeah, welcome to another episode
Good people
of
on the
People's
internet.
Mike. The internet. This is I'm Jim Peoples. Welcome to another episode of People's Mike. Introduce yourself.
I'm Jake Vevra. Thank you for watching. Thank you for being. Thank you for having me on the show, man.
Right.
I appreciate it.
You come, man. You show. You saved me because I would have been here in the room talking to myself because somebody dropped out.
This turned out good.
Yeah, you're here. I love seeing. That's the favorite part of doing this, and I say it a lot. You never know who's gonna come in the door. Hi, people, and your job also.
Yes.
I know you don't know this. Is to watch the Facebook page and see what announcements.
Oh, gotcha.
When people
Okay.
Make
So
sometimes it's
and this is on your page.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
So you scroll down, you might see it, and I'll
Let me.
refresh that. Hi, people pop in, pop out. Is that me? I think it's me now.
Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Yeah. And so I'm looking for the comments.
Yeah, if anybody makes comments,
Cool.
just put it in. What's going on with you?
Oh, not much, man.
It's
Tonight.
weird to see yourself. Is that
Yeah. I'm like, oh, dude, I just started going to the gym for the
That's
first
what
time in
you
like years,
saw.
and I'm like, oh, I need to go to the gym more often. It's not working yet. Jesus, I'm looking chubby on this thing.
That's the point, man. Well, you can come work out with me on Saturday.
Yeah, where at?
At I'm not gonna tell you where, but I'll tell
fair
you
enough.
off the thing.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
I don't know how stalkers work just yet.
Yeah. I would imagine. See, if I'm a stalker, right, and I'm getting information like that over the internet, I'm like, dude, I don't even have to stalk anymore.
No,
I can
it's
stalk
all
from my
out
couch.
there. It's
Yeah,
all.
yeah.
It's man. I don't know. They said this thing about Google is that if you looked on the Google your locations, like your history, they know everywhere you go.
They do
because you always check in. And I was like, that's
Well, and now
insane,
with Google Maps, I mean that thing basically follows you around at all times.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, you just leave your phone on and you check in and you don't even know you're checking into places.
Right.
It
does
pings
it.
you.
At some point, there was an automatic update, and in paragraph 17 was like, "Hey, by the way, you're going to automatically check in, and we're going to know everything about you."
If they did invent time travel, this is what I was thinking. They know exactly, if they need to kill you from the future.
Oh, right.
They can just show up. Oh, I know exactly where he's going to be walking down the street.
Yeah, it's so funny because you know how the first Terminator movie, right? That's Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's the evil robot in that one. He later becomes a good robot in the future ones, but the first one, he's an evil robot, and he's going back in time to kill John Connor's mother.
Absolutely.
You know, and that's the whole thing. And he gets back there, and it's the 80s. So he was like, where can I find her? And they're like, I don't know, it's the 80s. She's running around with a fucked up haircut, doing blow somewhere. Go where they people have bad haircuts and are doing blow. And he was like, you don't have any more information. And whereas if John Connor is born today, they're just going to send him back and oh, dude, I'm just going to plug you into Google.
Absolutely.
I'm just going to plug Google right into your head and then just
waiting
boom.
for you.
Yeah. The Terminator 1, if it took place in 2019, would be like a 10-minute movie where the bad guy wins. There'd be nothing you can do to stop him.
That's fucking scary as shit.
Yeah.
Because at any moment, you just get a bullet to the head and not know anything.
Yeah. And even if you get that guy who's trying to help her the whole time.
Yeah. He doesn't fucking know.
No, he goes back and he's like, well, all right, I got an iPhone 2. That was the only thing they had because they have shittier technology, you know. Yeah, he's got like a flip phone. He's accidentally he's playing cell phone snake and shit. And he saves her once or twice. Arnold Schwarzenegger's like, she got away here, but she will be at Arby's at 3 o'clock tomorrow. I will just wait for her at Arby's taking a selfie with the food. She took another selfie. I will go to the space where the selfie was taken.
God damn. I hate it. It's terrifying because they know where you are. They know what the food you like. They know what the clothes you wear. They know the health. The health apps scare me the most.
Yeah.
Because they know how fast, how slow, how many steps you'll take.
Right.
It's everything.
Well, I'm sort of petty, right? Like, I know that I'm not going to do anything important enough that a robot's going to kill me for it in the future. You know what I mean? Like, I'm realistic about that in my life. I do, man. If the bombs come, I'm not starting the human revolution. I'm not doing all that. I'm hunkering down and I'm finding cans of beans like the bad guys in Mad Max, and I'm going to find some weird future post-apocalyptic crank or something. And I'm gonna be one of those guys with a fucked up haircut in Mad Max.
But what if you're the guy that just saves a whole bunch of people by accident?
Yeah.
Right? And then you're the guy that they want to kill. Like
I'm
a
like
random
a
act of.
You know what it might be? Is the real guy. He's like, I don't want to get taken out, not only because I don't want to get died, but more importantly, so that I can continue saving the human race, right? So what I'm going to do, I'm going to make it look like average Jake here did everything, and that way, like the robots are coming back in time.
You never know.
Yeah,
it's all shit goes to hell, and just say, hey, you ran and took safety in a library, the last library. And then that's where all the
the last place anybody who knows me would think to look.
Yes, and you got all the information.
Throwing off the robots.
Now you're the new president because you're in the library.
Yeah, I'm just in the library. Yeah,
and now the robots are like, "Hey, we need to kill this guy."
It's going to be easy. They're going to come back in time, and he is doing a boss show in Lower East Side, 8:00 tonight.
So easy, man.
And then I'm going to be on stage, and evil Schwarzenegger's trying to kill me and stuff. But I'm going to be like, dude, at least there's an audience. You know what I mean?
It's way scarier.
Hey, what's up, man?
I think it's a million times scarier than any movie that has ever been made.
The Terminator?
Just the future.
The future. Yeah.
It's terrifying.
It is, man.
The shit, because they got nanobugs and vaccines and fucking robot vaccines.
That's true, man. And I'm pro-vaccination, but I hear you, man. The robot shit's kind of scary.
They said everybody who was born before 1989. This is how you get everybody else. Should get revaccinated.
Everybody else should get revaccinated?
Yeah. Whoever's born before 1989.
Yeah.
Although, they didn't say why, because, I don't know, it's the new measles or some shit. Super measles, some bullshit.
Super measles was like the worst hair metal band from the 80s. It was the worst goddamn band that ever lived.
And, come here, Dave. Come hang out.
How's it going, man?
I don't know. It's...
Well, I will say I sort of look at the surveillance stuff and Google always checking in and knowing where I'm at. I sort of look at it like glass is half full, right? Because I know that I've never done anything important enough that a robot from the future is going to want to kill me. You know what I mean? And I if I had to bet, not going to happen.
What if you make a baby? You make that special baby, and they want to take you out.
Well, my baby might do something, and then
never know.
They're going to kill the baby's
before I'm lost here.
Yeah.
What's going on in this conversation?
Yeah, it's a weird one to watch. I'll catch you up quick. Internet, this is Daniel Perafan.
Yeah.
Hilarious comic.
Yeah.
Look.
Hi.
But we're talking about how Google's always checking you in everywhere, and about how if... You know how Terminator 1, they're going after John Connor's mom, and it's the 80s? Well, if the future savior John Connor was going to be born like now,
but what are you
it'd
talking
be way
about?
easy to find it.
You're jumping on a hypothetical that's
it's like six hypotheticals.
I understand, but you have to look at a reasonable argument. Don't be unreasonable about the argument. Don't go too far into it. So, if you're afraid that AI is taking over your life, it already kind of happened.
It happened.
Oh yeah, that's already done.
It's happening.
As soon as you press OK to the terms of agreement.
I tend to be a little more glasses half full about it.
But exactly, there's positive sides to it too.
Right, because look at the guy making a murderer. If that guy really didn't do it, if that guy, that Adnan Syed guy from Serial, if he really didn't do it, but he had Google checking him in if he was taking a selfie every 10 seconds, he's free. He's good to go.
Not to mention, on top of that, there's also positive sides to it, where targeted advertising is technically a good thing. Because you're like, oh yeah, I do need new socks. Thank you for this ad that popped up.
But even
there's good sides to everything.
Even when you know it's listening to every conversation.
That's the bad part. Obviously,
we having a conversation and the ad pops up on your phone.
My conversations, I don't give a shit about.
Yeah.
Who cares? Who cares if someone's listening to it? But at the same time, the other side of the argument being, why should you be allowed to listen to it? But that's you. You have the option of opting out of that by not having a cell phone, by not having social media at all.
Yeah.
All of us could we could. If you wanted to, you could.
Yeah.
There could be non-text, which, if I remember correctly, the CEO of Twitter doesn't allow his children to have.
Yeah,
Twitter
I've heard that. A lot of those guys, those big tech guys,
because
they're like,
know,
I don't want my family doing this.
Which makes perfect sense. And we could. Anyone here, if you're upset about even like this, like if you're upset about any kind of advertising or any kind of targeted marketing, any kind of AI, just don't use it. Sure. I'm okay with it, so I use it. I'm making an active choice, saying to myself, all right, will they spy on me? Probably.
Right.
The only real way to combat it is by making an active choice. Now, if I'm signing up for it and I still want them, and I don't want them to listen to me, fine. Then I can try and reach out to the companies, or I can join a coalition of people who want to actively change the company. A company can still change. Every company is doing something right now that you disagree with.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Every single one. For all we know, the company that makes your shirt, the one you're wearing, right? There's a statistical chance. If it's not made in the U.S., it was made with slave labor. Isn't that implausible?
Yeah, in fact, I'm looking at how big this collar is. Yeah, there's definitely there's a lot of evilness behind this collar. I just get an unsettling.
No one likes agreeing with this,
in my tummy
but
look at it.
If that's the case, you wearing the shirt is a form of passive acceptance. You don't want them to make it with slave labor. So advancements in technology can make it so robots can design the shirts and make the shirts. But at the same time, on the other side of the field, we're going, but robots are taking our jobs.
Right.
These are, any company on the planet would operate with one person if they could.
Right.
Just one.
Right. Yeah,
they don't need
it's their goal to cut costs.
Exactly.
And what cutting costs usually comes down to is cutting jobs. And they don't like to call it that, but
exactly. Now, no one likes the idea of that.
Right.
I don't
like
you're
the robot they send in to shut the conversation.
I'm not shutting the conversation down. If anything,
You're sent from the future.
I'm just saying,
to thwart. They listen to this podcast in the future. Like, this is the shittiest podcast ever. We need to send our robot.
I just understand the sacrifice that has to be made. If you want, nothing comes of nothing. If you want something, you have to do something for it, and that's it. Any company, any head of any corporation will tell you that. You have to focus on that.
No, and I'm actually pro. I mean, we were just playing around with fun hypotheticals. But
I know, but
did he put the kibosh?
Did I bring realism here? I'm sorry.
I'm trying to be a comedy
I'm dead
podcast.
serious. If I had to choose, I kind of like the fact that they're watching us because of after the Edward Snowden stuff came out. That's when I think paranoia of spying was at an all-time high. And everybody, I don't want
but
the
it's
government
still
watching me. It's still a thing, right? But then stuff like Making a Murderer came out, and it was like, oh shit, if some ex-girlfriend of mine goes missing at, I don't know where I was 2 o'clock 6 weeks ago,
correct.
But my phone knows I wasn't burying her in the woods. So that's good. I'm going to create an app that just records every time a dude is not burying a dead woman, and I'm going to sell it.
Oh my God, that's impossible. They're doing it so much.
I know. But there's an off button, you know what I'm saying? There's an off button of the app. You pretend your battery dies.
I don't think the phone's ever off. It's always
there is no, unless it runs out of power. That's the only time it can't really record you.
Well,
you can turn it off and it still records you.
That'll be the pitch. I mean, I'll tell them it doesn't record it because I guess I don't actively want murderers to not get caught, but I want to sell the app.
But it's a very.
I want the non-murderers.
But it's a very interesting thing of where
with not murdering.
I know it's so hard, and I don't want to give up any privacy either.
Sure.
I don't like the idea of it, but I have to accept certain things. I'm like, if I want this, I have to have that.
And at the end of the day, I'm a fairly boring dude in terms of everything. I mean, if they assign a guy to just watch me, he's bored out of his fucking skull.
But then it goes to be as boring as possible.
Correct. But it goes back to the Benjamin Franklin argument of if who's willing to accept a loss of their privacy for convenience. Who's willing? I think it was Benjamin Franklin. It wasn't. That's not the exact quote.
I know what you're saying. It was anybody who is willing to give up
privacy,
for
security.
Yeah,
deserves neither.
It was security. No, freedom for
That's it.
security deserves neither. Yeah.
What?
It's a very if you're willing to give up freedom to be safe, you don't deserve either of those two things. This goes back to tech. Even now, you're using tech to try and advertise this.
Benjamin Franklin never saw that show Making a Murderer. Yeah, I think it would have freaked him out.
He's not. It's true.
He didn't see the tech that was coming down the pipe either. He didn't see some of this shit.
Fine.
What is this targeted advertising? I do need a new
pens and papers and feathers and
I need a new quill. I didn't have to go digging through Amazon.
Even you're using tech right now to record the show. You're making it advertised to everyone on.
I gave in. I was like,
you want it. We both.
No
all want it.
Yeah. There's no use in being
it's
that afraid.
It's the person behind it. There was a very interesting article that was written on AI where AI adjusts automatically based on the person who designed the engineering of it. So if you are the engineer that designs an AI software, the AI will exponentially go left or right based on what you wrote. So AI is literally adjusted. I want to cite the specific article or the specific thing, but AI will adjust based on, so let's say you wrote something and you wrote something. You both wrote AI software. The AI adjusts automatically based on you exponentially and your personalities exponentially. So let's say you have inherent hatred towards something.
Sure.
Even subconsciously, you'll write something, create it, and then it will go off in that exponential direction. It's not the machine that's wrong. It's the person that wrote the code in the first place. Yeah. So that's where the negative side comes in. We still have the machinations of mankind being the base level for some of these things.
Sure.
That's the hard part, is kind of breaking that part down and going, where can we separate humankind from this? But then you get into another argument of if you do that, you're separating mankind from machine. That becomes an unhealthy solution too, because this AI can thus see our failings and try to change us.
If you look at what AI's done in medicine, for example, we are light years further than we were 20 years ago when it comes to fighting diseases, doing surgery.
It's just the hard part. It's it's trying to rein in the dragon. There's no way we can. And no way.
Good segue, because I'm gonna turn lanes on this.
Game of Thrones.
Yes. Did you set that up? I wrote that.
I did. I just
appreciate that.
Fucking love me some Game of Thrones.
There's a rule on this podcast. There's a rule that you have to have a punchline.
Yeah.
You have to have a punchline every 30 seconds to keep this a comedy podcast.
Fair enough.
That's the rule. Okay.
Sure. Otherwise, robots come in and fucking boom.
Talked about AI for 20 minutes.
Sorry, did it get boring for anyone listening? Is anyone watching this?
Nobody. One person is watching. 4, 5, 3. We
I found the AI talk interesting, man. I don't know.
I always do too, but I don't want to watch. I don't want to talk about Game of Thrones only because I've never seen it.
You've never seen one
I've never seen.
I feel like you'd be all in.
Probably. I feel like I would love it.
Why haven't you tried it?
There were just so many episodes of them that it's hard to get into it.
Just one night, start from the beginning.
That's how I got into Sopranos. That's how I got into Sopranos.
Oh yeah, Sopranos.
Once you get through, once you get
binge watch it.
Once you get to the first beheading, you're gonna be hooked.
Okay.
It's like The Sopranos with more naked women and dragons and shit.
I heard there were a lot of cousins fucking on this.
A lot of incest.
A lot of. It's like if all the Vinnies and Tonys were knocking boots in The Sopranos.
But incest is okay if they're hot people.
Yes.
So that's.
It'd be a strange coincidence if the actors were
related.
That's true.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't think that's true.
No, it's absolutely
I have a couple
true.
of hot cousins. I'm not gonna fuck them.
Well, I mean,
but
here's the thing, this is also on TV. This is also on TV because here's the thing. Even if you're one of those weirdos that likes incest porn, here's my little conspiracy theory on that. I don't think those actors are actually related. I think they just hired two porn stars to pretend they're at a family.
Wait a second, what?
Yeah, I know.
No, hold on a second.
Most
I
of
don't
these,
believe
not. You look at the credits; they're the Milli Vanillis of incest porn. I'm telling you, not a single same last name in it. Yeah,
I can't masturbate to that.
I know.
It's all
what are you doing?
It's all the fraud.
You're lying to me.
Porno has defiled the internet with their fake incest.
Oh, it's ridiculous. No.
Fraud porn.
I can only come if I know that two people are related.
No, they're not.
Yeah, that's the thing.
It's amateur porn.
You're gonna have to. Yeah.
Go on RedTube.
If it looks like it's being shot on an iPhone 3,
well,
and there's a banjo in the background, you know,
gentlemen, you have me at a loss for words here. I can't like
a dog with 3 legs,
and there's just somebody banging on the trailer door for a completely unrelated thing that has nothing to do with the porn. Hey, goddamn it, where's that $20? Where's that goddamn $20? If that's going on. That's totally
that's real.
I am absolutely overwhelmed by this idea. I can't like.
Did you know hentai? That's my favorite porn.
Hentai, really?
Hentai,
the cartoon shit?
The cartoon Asian shit.
No,
I don't like cartoon pornography.
They said it's all men who do the voiceover.
Yeah, they do.
That's because they don't make normal fuck sounds in that. Instead of
it's like,
it's like none of these guys have fucked. None of these cartoonists have fucked.
I always thought it was like
that's racist.
I thought
no. I'm saying the cartoonists.
That's racist.
No, I think those jobs are probably getting gentrified by white nerds. There's probably a lot of white nerds that go over.
I just can't like. I don't like that stuff only because it's just something odd of like coming to the idea of naked women.
What?
I don't like because that's what all porn is. It's just coming to the idea of something.
But some of them is videos. They're real. Yeah. You're coming to an actual naked
hentai is all
no,
anime.
all hentai is all.
I like the
I think you were talking porn, Jerry. Yeah.
I like the
no. I just can't. I don't know.
The noises, they don't sound like regular women.
It's
fucking
weird. I thought
the noises freak me out.
In my imagination head, I thought they would be trustworthy.
No.
I'd be like, hey, it's a cartoon with women, so why not use women?
Yeah, exactly.
But it was like it's all men.
I also only like amateur porn.
I'm done.
That's my favorite kind of porn.
Like amateur.
That's true. I do.
Like
There's something about seeing a woman who would actually hook up with me on a drunken night. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, I don't like them too.
Well, that felt Photoshopped. Like, no, not even drunk. It's just like, hey, somebody, like 2 fat people that are just like having sex. I'm like, yeah, that's me right there. Yeah,
like that show Real Sex on HBO. Where it's just a bunch of fat old swingers banging in the mud.
I don't like the idea of over-sexuality. There's too much of it. I'm like, all right, chill. Let's just be normal people.
The idea of what?
Over-sexualization or something. There's just too much. I just like being regular people fucking. What happened to that? Why aren't we being regular people fucking?
Well, what it is I think
it's the 70s, right?
A lot of
I'm okay with that.
70s.
Well,
I'm fine with that.
I mean, porn was better. It was a simpler time when it was just the stuff we used to steal from our dad's sock drawers. You know what I'm saying? Like that
those
was
boobs. Those
they had 70s boobs.
Those
they had
ski
some bush
slopes
going.
Up to the
Yeah.
But then you're also
they don't make those anymore.
there is something true to this.
Arya had those boobs.
You're objectifying something.
She did. Dude, this is when Arya got naked.
Yeah.
Wait, what is that? What is that anyway?
It's a lady on Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
She was like really young in the beginning.
We grew up watching her. It was like watching your a relative.
She was like all of our daughters. You know what I mean? The whole world. And now we saw her get.
That's what it was.
We got her. She got her sheath stuffed by a blacksmith on the left.
Right before battle. So she was like, I want to know what it feels like.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh shit,
dude. This is it was so fun to watch because I was watching it with my girlfriend, and she got on her phone, and she was like, ooh. And then she turns and goes, I just checked her IMDb page. She was born in 97.
Oh.
She's 22. We're good. I was like, you didn't think the people at HBO checked that? You didn't think anyone at HBO checked that? You think the executives were sitting around the night it got released like, I didn't check her driver's license. Did you checked your driver's license.
She just made it.
Oh no.
22.
I hope we didn't just broadcast a felony with all of our names in the credits.
What's the...
It got bought out by Cinemax for like $10, $20 and shit because they're all getting sued.
Damn. That's...
I just Googled Arya naked. I didn't...
Yeah. It's nice, right?
What's the youngest you've ever gone?
The youngest I've ever
gone? Yeah, the biggest differential between you and someone else sexually.
Oh man, this is dark.
I don't know.
I mean, it's okay to like talk about this.
I know it was all legal when I was in Utah. I can tell you that much. It was all no. I don't know. What the youngest, probably maybe like 4 or 5 years. I don't think it's been.
Yeah, 7 I think was the max for me. It's just like it's one of those things where like after a while, what do you?
But I'm
talk?
like 35.
Even if you want to bang them, I'm like, there's. What am I going to talk to you about?
Right. Yeah.
I need something just to be like, hey, how's your day? Like that kind of shit.
No, it's just cuddling.
I don't. Yeah, I mean,
it's nothing to talk about.
Also, I don't like sex in general.
Oh,
it's I don't. I'm not crazy about it. This is like my.
I think it's good.
It's okay. It's
well,
not
then
like.
then you really don't want anything to do with these women.
No, I really don't. There's a point. I'm just like. I want it instinctually. I don't want like. I mean, think about it. I'm like, no, it's alright. Like that kind of was like, yeah.
I'm still a wolf. I feel.
Yeah, so I still have. I had it checked. My testosterone level is still fairly high, even at my age. But it's just like there's a point you hit.
Do you have to have it checked if you feel it? You know?
Good point. But it's always good to get it checked for medical levels or whatever. Even like it's like heart pressure. Like you feel your heart pressure is fine, but you still want to check it. I had it checked, and it was.
I don't check shit.
I think it's important to do this. Any guy can do this, by the way. Guy, young or old, get it checked, and you want to know what levels you're at. It ranges like super high, super low, and after getting it checked, I was like, "Oh, there's nothing wrong with me." And I'm not like I like dudes.
What's the problem?
I'm just
I'm just
like not.
This is not a drive.
It's not a drive for me. Which thank God. I mean, I guess I'm happy about it. But like, same time, it's kind of like
change your diet. I've seen your diet.
Up and down.
You eat fish?
No. I was just gonna say, man, if you eat more fish,
would you want to if you can get rid of your sex drive completely?
No.
But still keep the same testosterone levels. So you still have the same energy. No, would you want to get rid of your sex drive?
Not. Only if I was in a place with like no women. You know what I mean? Like I was deployed.
Yeah, but then why? What's the whole point of it? Can't we still relate to another person or human being or someone we're dating on a level higher than what we want just from sex?
Well, my girlfriend would
sit
be
over there.
I'm sorry.
I know if I.
You do both.
You can do both. Fine.
You gotta do both.
You could, but
you find that's the point.
For me, it's
kind of like find somebody where that balance is.
Yeah, but
where it's great sex and great connection.
I still had a great connection with somebody. My girlfriend and I just broke up, and we had a great connection. We just wouldn't have sex that often, but when we had it, it was awesome. We would fucking go ape shit. But like, there's a point you kind of ask yourself: do you like sex, or do you like more the idea of sex than anything else?
I like the hunt.
It's the hunt, so you'd like the idea of sex more than sex. I like the idea of sex more than sex.
I'm a cum fan.
Me too, and I like that too. Again, it goes back to that.
Yeah,
but these
are
more like
I like the hunt.
So you like sex in general, but I know it sounds so silly. We're talking about this. It's a very mammalian thing, and I didn't mean to derail this argument anyway. But I feel like every guy, for the most part, likes the idea of sex more than sex. I feel like you like the passion behind it. You like the hunt. You like the enjoyment of looking. You like the enjoyment of finding something, of grabbing onto it, and at the last minute being like, "Oh shit, I had sex with her."
Yeah. I like the clothes.
The sex itself is not as satisfying as the hunt.
No,
I don't know, man. I really liked it. Yeah. If anything, I like the sex more than the hunt. I wish they would just come to my door like fucking.
No,
you would get bored of that.
You'd rather be the lion in the zoo
than
the lion in. I want to be the lion.
It's a good point. Yeah, there's.
It also gets complicated because
on a safe level.
Women is not just sex only.
I think on the weekends it'd be fun to be the lion in the zoo. It'd be fun.
It's lazy. Throwing fish at you, and you're like, oh man.
Yeah, just a couple days out of the week. Dude, that's what being in a long-term relationship is like.
Here's the thing. That's what happened. That's why they go after people because they're fucking bored. Right. Like, I need to chase something the fuck down.
But I think that's what being in a long-term relationship is. Why? Because you don't have to chase it anymore. You live with them.
Yeah, but even then, I don't
have to leave the apartment.
You're still objectifying the idea of it. You're not objectifying her because you still love her and you have a good relationship with her. And
she's okay.
I just, you know her first name, and but it's not. It's more difficult than that. Just in general, I don't like. Because again, my girlfriend didn't have a sex drive because she had some birth control, blah blah. So we just weren't. Yeah, she wasn't. I was never too insane about it. I never really asked her for it, and she never really. It was just perfect. It was nice. But what we would do is we'd wake up next to each other. We'd cuddle. We'd like little shit like that. We'd play with each other's hair. I would like sit in her like shit. That's sweet. The part that I liked about a relationship was less the sexualization of it and more the like, hey, I'm spending time with someone else. And I feel like as mammals, what we are is, especially as human beings, because we're social creatures, we enjoy just being with each other. Even in this moment right now, between the two of us, anyone watching this, we enjoy just being around each other.
Actually, we did just get a comment from someone that said they are jacking off to this. So, point against you. Who is it? No,
what the fuck?
I don't know.
What's up, Nick?
That's my personal argument for it. It's you don't have to want. like it's good. It's a different part of us. Obviously, it's a mammal side.
Yeah.
But you don't really care about. I feel like most people don't care about sex. You think you care about sex. You care about the chemical high. Obviously, I like that part. Even I like it.
Yeah.
I like the whole
What I really
process.
want more
It's
is
good.
the companionship that comes with dating and being with someone.
But isn't it? I mean, I think most people
What's up,
kind
Phil?
of consider that all part of the same package, right? I mean, it's all kind
That's
of
what we
part of the
think.
same.
But sometimes, let's say for example, if your girlfriend right now that you
Yeah.
care about very much,
Right.
for whatever reason, she had, let's say an infection. All right, God forbid.
Sure. I've been with a lot of affected women.
Yeah.
I
So
gotcha.
let's just say,
I
for example,
believe it.
Yeah.
I'm 100%. You have the face of a guy.
I've rested
I think
infected
you hung
women
for
faces.
the,
if
you hung for
she-
the infection. Like,
if for whatever reason,
smells like ski.
I'm not so much a wolf. I'm more like a hyena. Like one of those nasty bastards from Lion King following Scar around going,
let's just say,
affected women down here.
Herpes?
let's just say, for example, for whatever reason, she got a virus and her sex drive died completely. Like she doesn't even want it at all.
Sure.
Would that affect your relationship?
I think so, yeah.
Would that make you want to leave?
Eventually, yeah. I'd be like, look, we don't have to do it like all the time, but come on, man. Like, you got to do
You gotta
something.
make an effort.
Okay,
Gotta
fine.
make an effort.
And why? Does that make you feel less attractive physically?
Yeah, well, A, it makes me feel less attractive physically. B, I don't get to come as much if I'm with a lady that doesn't want to fuck. You know what I mean? That's just basic mathematics. And then C, that's part of the package. You know what I mean? Sex is part of the package. It's part of the relationship. So, like, I would need that, you know? And I wouldn't want to... It would suck. I would sound shallow, but at the end of the day, I'd be like, what if you just, I don't know, shoot up the entire bottom half of your body with Novocaine,
Jesus
let me
Christ.
spit on it and do my thing, if that's what you know what I mean?
All right, what if your dick died for whatever reason? So let's say your dick just stops working. You can't get erect anymore for, again, virus, chemicals, whatever.
Then I'd be very sad. I'd send a robot
Would you
from
be
the
less-
future to kill the bastard that caused it.
Good job. Bring
I would
that
be
shit.
I'm sorry, I'm
Fuck.
just trying to... I'm
See
trying to...
that?
I'm trying to bring up arguments. I feel like we're
Go
focusing...
back in time and kill myself.
Yeah,
Like,
I take a
you
time
gotta
machine back
die.
to when my dick works.
Have you seen the trailer for Gemini Man?
I am not, no.
It looks fucking.
wanna see that.
It looks good, but they use it's Will Smith. It's Will Smith, and they use a 25-year younger
version,
clone.
yeah, of himself.
Really?
Yeah.
25 years younger. Am I saying that right?
Yeah, yeah.
25 years.
25 year...
Is it so? It's not like an actor playing him. It's like
No, it's like a...
it's
they-
CGI.
It's CGI. Yeah,
That's
it's pretty good. It looked good. It
cool,
looked
man.
good.
That's
But he
cool.
doesn't look that much older. Like he's a black guy. You don't fucking age.
yeah, and he's
So
he's not just a black guy. He's a black guy in Hollywood.
Like,
He's an
yeah.
action star.
Yeah.
Like this guy
I
does
feel-
not age.
I know I hate to say this, but all of one race doesn't look alike. All right, but if I was a white
I'm not
guy,
comfortable where this
and
is going.
I know,
I'm already not
but I gotta say it.
Actually, I'm digging
because
this.
watching because I know watching the trailer at some
Yeah.
parts. I was like, what the fuck is this about? Is this his twin or is it because it didn't look that much younger? Because he still looks fucking amazing.
Right? Yeah.
You know,
yeah. They got to age him more than
It
does.
has to be like
Well, did you see the
old
movie?
Morgan Freeman and young Morgan Freeman.
Yeah,
That's a difference.
yeah.
'Cause
What did you see the movie Destroyer with Nicole Kidman?
What's that?
That was interesting. What they did is they didn't use CGI, but it's a movie about she's like a cop who is like a bank robber, and the thing basically takes
they
place
try so hard to keep her relevant.
20 years. Yeah, it was actually really good. It takes place kind of like 15 years. They keep jumping back and forth between now and like 15 years ago. And so what they did is they aged her and all the actors a little ahead for the right now scenes with makeup and shit, because it's like a grizzled. It was a bank robbery that went bad, and so they're all addicted to drugs. The Destroyer, yeah. And then when they go back in time, they take like 10 years off or so. It jumps around about 20 years, you know, and so they change. They do it like that. So they instead of just like, oh, she's a Hollywood actress who, you know, is not aging much because she's in Hollywood and she's like trying to be a lead lady.
Right.
And so,
there's no way.
Right. And so
Well, they
what
pump
did,
millions of dollars into their looks.
and
I mean,
they,
you're gonna
yeah.
get
So what
effects.
they did is they're like, we're going to age her 10 years in the future, and like a shitty, you know, Marlboro 100 and Budweiser kind of 10 years. You know, not a good. I'm going to the gym and eating kale every day kind of 10 years. Like they really fucking.
So kind of how
weathered
I
it.
look now.
They made her look just like you. I didn't want to say it. I didn't want to say it. I was hoping you'd see the movie and you'd do the math on that.
I look used up. I'll admit that.
They look like.
I have a very. There was somebody here.
Like if she sat next to you,
you guys were like,
she
your
would
sisters
look like
there.
she belonged.
I'm not. I'll accept that. I look like
you both avoid the gym the same way.
All right. Okay. It's not. All right. I don't go to the gymnasium that often. Fair enough.
Exactly.
Right.
You get the point. Like, just
that's
like you, but
that's what they did, man. They Perafan her face.
Fuck!
But
thank God no one listens to
movie.
this.
They un-Perafan her face, and they make it even younger, so they're jumping back.
Again, very thankful no one's actually listening to this thing. So that would be a terrible line.
There's people. It'll surprise you.
No.
People pop in and out.
No, but dude, the male love interest in the movie looked just like me. Like Steve Buscemi and Jim Brewer fucked and had a baby and aged horribly. You know?
Do you think you look like that or what?
A little bit, yeah.
I don't know. I feel like you have a very
that Michael J. Fox movie where he was they had the numbers on the head and
oh shit.
Ghost.
Yeah.
Starts with an R.
It's been a while.
Fuck.
Yeah.
You look like the villain in that.
Wait, was it like Jake Busey?
No. It was Jake Busey. It was. It was his.
Well, I think there was a couple.
Gary Busey's son.
Oh shit.
Yeah. It was.
Wait, the blonde guy. You're talking the blonde guy, right?
The guy with the hat. Yeah.
Or wait, no, the guy with the hat. Because I think there was a couple of villains. There was also a guy. Now it's been a long time since I've seen it, but there was also that weird cop guy who takes his shirt off. Who looks like straight.
I remember,
kind of
and he had those weird satanic tattoos.
But then he takes his shirt off, and like his nipples are burned off, and he's got like pentagrams all over, and he's like, "I am an altar of pain." He's coming out. I remember that part. I don't remember the guy's face that well though.
I don't know. That's who you remind me of.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah.
I think my face looks like that guy's nipples.
You look like you've been working at the same place for 30 years, and then just one day you wake up and you blow your brains out. You have that kind of look. That man is seeing monotonous hell. I've seen drug hell, but you look like monotonous hell.
I don't blow my brains off. What happens is they call me in the office and they were like, "Yeah, I know you're about to get your pension in a couple months, but we had to downsize.
Yeah.
Nothing we can do about it.
You just hit 50, and they kind of go, "We don't need you here anymore," and then you go home. And you sad cry, and that's it. That's all you do all day. Just go, shit, what do I do now?
And I listen to like really corny, like 80s love ballads from John Hughes movies and shit.
But then you get it together.
Yeah.
And you open up your small shop, it's like a candy shop somewhere, and people go, yeah, all right, he's trying. I like that about him.
Oh, shit. That's good.
No, I think I'm gonna blow my brains off. I'm not opening this candy shop. Fuck that. I'm eating the bullet. I'm eating the bullet. Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, you would school shooter the place up
we gotta
later.
close this out.
That's a good one. Yeah, I think I would.
Why does everyone like mass shoot? Like, how about you just kill your boss and that's it?
Yeah, just kill the boss.
Yeah, just kill the guy who fired you.
Everybody else is getting fucked over.
They're the one that fired you.
Because
Why
then
would
you see
kill
all
the
the little things that everybody's done. It's not
who
just
gives
one.
a shit?
It's not
People
just
do
one
little
thing.
shit to me all the
It's
time.
the
I just let it go. What if you accidentally piss someone up?
Haven't fucked you.
Yeah, I would consider myself, if I ever become a mass shooter, I want to be like the Robin Hood of mass shooters. You know what I mean? Like, I want to kill
the FBI
like my shitty
FBI.
I'm killing for a good reason. It's not like the rest of them. Where I'm killing like my future shitty boss, and then like other people's future shitty boss. Maybe I'll start like a website, like a chat group or something. And I'll be like, listen, I'm gonna snap and die in a hail of gunfire with cops.
Your coworkers didn't do anything to you.
What I want to happen is but I only want to kill shitty bosses. So you guys put the names of your shitty bosses here, and I'll just go fucking office to office, taking them out until the cops take me down.
I definitely want to die level 5 Grand Theft Auto.
Exactly.
I want helicopters.
Is that too much? No, fuck
no. I want one. I'm like, what happened to Jimmy?
If I'm going down for killing somebody, I'm going to kill the guy I want to kill.
The guy I want to
kill.
And
then, you know what I'll do? I'll do something weird afterwards. Like, I'll eat a sandwich or something.
And
like
just
something.
Sit on a bench?
Just on a bench. And wait, and be like, hey, they're going to come kill me. Yeah, that's it.
We got to wrap this up. Where can they find you online?
At Daniel J. Perafan on Twitter.
Thank you for hanging out.
And Instagram and stuff. Check it out.
Website?
No, I don't. I never believed in that.
You don't give a shit?
What?
How long you been in comedy? Can I ask?
Couple years.
Yeah, more than 5?
Yeah.
But at what level do you think you treat your? I don't have time to get into this. But at what level do you treat your comedy as a business?
It has to be. you have to feel confident in the material you make that you can think to yourself, and it can't be in a way that's sociopathic. It could be early. It could be a year in. So long as someone's willing to buy what you're selling, you could literally start tomorrow selling your art. So long as someone else is willing to buy it. That's it. That's the secret to it.
I like that.
Jake Vevra, you can find me at Jake Vevra on Instagram, Twitter, all that. Also, come to New York Comedy Club tonight, 7:30.
Yes. Are you on?
It is a charity show for Create. It is a foundation that builds schools in Uganda. But it's going to be a great lineup. Nico White's going to be there. John Fugelsang's going to be there. Harris Stanton's going to be there. Amy Liska, Jenny Saldana, and
I think
yours truly.
I think because you're dating her, you say her name the best.
Yeah,
everybody's not sure how
do you say it?
Well, that's because it's an Eastern European name, and those are shitty.
Wait, how do you say her last name?
Consonants. Liska.
I always say Liska.
Liska. Well, that's because there's an S next to a Z next to a K. Eastern Europeans just like to just gangbang their consonants all together and just in ways that don't make sense, and then no one can say, "Dude, I have an Eastern European name. It's a stupid fucking name. No one can say it right."
You have an Eastern European face too.
Yeah, I have resting consonant face.
What's your website? Your website?
JakeVevra.com.
Website. See that?
Again,
I know. I'm sorry.
I wish we did have time to argue this, but
I'll have you back and we can argue it again. Guys, can you give it up for them real quick? Make some noise like there's 1,000 people in there. It's another episode of The People's Mic. Jimmy Peoples. You can find it on iHeartRadio, Spotify, JimmyPeoples.com. We're here every day at Otto Shrunken Head. They let us do this podcast. They let us follow it by the mic. Then they talk loud while they're fixing the photo booth that nobody uses. But we're here for the followed by the mic at 3 o'clock. Any comic can do the podcast. If you're in town, just come jump on and I'll make you famous. And we'll be back tomorrow. Bye.